If you are anything like me and know that bees are crucial to the world of the outdoors, and you got a home here, welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And I appreciate Rhonda for sending me that is today is World Bee Day. We're gonna have to look up the facts here. It's World Bee Day. I didn't look. Let's see, World Bee Day 2025. That's it right here. Yep, that's it. Tuesday, May 20th. World Bee Day. Isn't that really nice? Yeah. What is the theme for World Bee Day 2025? Wouldn't that be bee? This year's theme for World Bee Day is be inspired by nature to nourish us all. Aw. Highlights the critical role bees and other pollinators play in agri-food system. Now, we'll get to that in a minute. But first, saw the blurb. I thought you and you love of bees. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Ron. I do. Here's the deal. I've been on one cruise ship in my life. It was a wonderful experience. It was against my will. Mom just sent when my grandmother passed away. She said, I want you to take your son on a trip. I want you to take your daughter on a trip, to my mom. And right on. So mom chose a cruise for the two of us. Cruising is interesting. I'd never seen a cruise ship in person except for the Queen Mary. And I thought, okay, how terrible is this? You're going to get on a boat, and then what are you going to do? It was an Alaska cruise. It was awesome. It was absolutely fantastic. We zip-lined in a rainforest, and by the way, Alaska is one of the biggest rainforests in the world. Zip-lined in a rainforest. We went deep-sea fishing. I mean, it was fantastic. It's a fantastic thing. I don't know if I want to get back on a cruise ship. I think I want to just go to Alaska. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know about all this cruising things. Oh, I like this. That just might become the tagline. Can you who quoted that? Whose quote is that? Closer you get to nature, the further you are from idiots. That's fantastic. I love it. And everyone. Here's what I don't like and don't appreciate by any stretch. And that is the evacuation procedures for a cruise ship. When you get a cruise ship, you got to put a life vest on, and everybody stands around, and then like you're squad A or B or whatever. And then you got to figure out, okay, you're sitting there just drinking, like just have you ever drink, and you just got your little life vest on, and you listen to the safety rundown, and you're like, whatever. I saw this video, y'all. I don't want to get on a cruise ship again. Because they literally do not cover this. They did not cover this when I went on a cruise. And cruising is getting outdoors. Especially if you choose some adventures, things like that. Like, this is why we can talk about it. It's legal to talk about it. It's not against the Go Show bylaws. But this is why. We're going to get to bees in a minute. This video freaked me out to no damn end. Let me get the music off of here. All right, let's go. What the add it to the stage, please. Thank you. Look at this. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. Right. As we see that this is like a ladder or something. Here comes the first life raft. Okay. I don't know if it's inflated yet, but it's popping open and doing its thing. Look at that. I wish I could get my paddleboard up that fast. It's kind of crazy, kind of cool. Nothing bothering me yet. Those are like condos, dude. I'm down. Excuse me, what? Yeah, no. Nope. No. 1,000,000% no. What in the hell? I got to do a social post on this. Look at this. Did you see the movie Nope? This is exactly what the monster, like when they get caught and they sucked up by the cloud monster thing. It's exactly what it looks like. No way in hell. No way in hell. I mean, the raft looks lovely. Getting down there through their little death ports with the hands. Why do you got to put the hands on it? Just jump in then and go, yeah. Yeah. No way, dude. No way, no day. I just jump in the water and say, I'll meet you at the raft. Pick me up. I'll be in the water. You can get down a little stairsies and get. Oh, they're like 13 stories high. These things are crazy. There's no way in hell I'm doing that. Oh my God. Yeah, no, we're doing that. If you've seen the movie Nope, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I thought it was one of the dumbest movies ever made. My kids loved it, and they've seen it like 4 or 5 times. And I watched it again with them, and I'm like, okay, kind of coming around to it. Now I kind of see what the point is. Yeah. I can't go to a cruise due to all the seafood. Yeah, no joke, right? Another reason to avoid them. Yeah, deadly allergy will keep you away from anything. I had escargot for the first time. Mom did it up with like a private table and stuff like that. And you hang around with the same folks like all the time for these wonderful, wonderful meals. Oh my gosh, wonderful meals. Yeah. And these people, these cruise people are an interesting lot. Kind of like carnies, you know? That's their gig. And they're rewarded with hours off. That's how they're rewarded. They're rewarded with days ashore. Forget that noise. Yeah. I wanted to do a story. There was a guy that was rewarded with something like 45 hot dogs for his 40 or something like that for his 45 years of service. But Rhonda, we are stealing that. We're definitely stealing that. The closer you are to nature, the further you are from idiots. Perfect. Unfortunately, have you been to Lake Pleasant? You're not that far away from idiots. You're not that far. Nobody has any concept of personal space at Lake Pleasant. I have no idea why. It seems to me, maybe it's because I've been there the most. I live the closest to that lake. There's no concept of personal space. There's no concept of, hey, we're all out here together, y'all. It's all good. You know, hey, you go ahead. You have the right of way. I'll give you the right of way, even though you don't have it. No one seems to know the rules of boating. It's terrifying. What I think is cool is the Game and Fish program where they actually have life vests there. You have no excuse. None. They have a life vest station. You just grab one. It's like the give a penny, take a penny kind of thing. Just grab a life vest. Well, let's be honest. There's no one that makes their kids in a life vest because they don't want the day to be miserable. I want to take this off. And the kid's just whining and whining and whining the whole time. Nobody makes their kid wear a life vest. This is a little baby. But like, you know, I mean, I think it's like 13 or something. They have to have a life vest on. I think hold it. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to ask now. Let me see here. Well, I guess I can just ask Siri. Excuse me. At what age does a person not have to wear a life vest on the water in Arizona?
Children under 12 years of age.
12. Okay, 12. All right, there you go. 12. Okay, so you're gonna take an 11-year-old and put him in a life vest without hearing it all day. Do you imagine, Mom? Yeah, no way in hell. Nope. Campton, Tono National Forest near Flowing Springs, dude. People don't follow dispersed camping rules. People don't know dispersed camping rules. What do you mean don't follow them? Nobody knows them. Nobody knows dispersed camping rules. I always thought that the best way to find a dispersed camp, find a roughing it camp, is just to think like an animal. But then I got in with a bunch of animals. It was just dumb. Yeah, think like a bear would. Get close to water, find shelter. This thing, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how a bear thinks. Nope. I think the opposite of an animal. I will walk to water around the lake. I'm totally okay with that. Anyway, let's get to this. Thank you, Rhonda. Today is Global or World Bee Day. And and the reason why I talk about this is because there is, and I know, Grizz, I know you are a insect exterminator, a bug guy. And I'm sorry to say this, but if you have bees anywhere near that you want to get away and you want to call somebody, call a beekeeper, period. If you're in the West Valley, call my buddy Santos at Suntan Honey Farms. I Save Bees on Instagram. You can message him. ISV Bees is his handle. So I Save Bees because we can't kill bees. Please don't kill bees. Don't kill them in your pool. Don't kill them just running around your house. Don't start flailing your arms and go, ah! Bees are so critically important to our food supply and our lives here it's World Bee Day. So in the entire world. So there's a theme apparently that is bee inspired to it. by nature to nourish it all, highlights the critical roles bees and other pollinators play in agri-food systems and the health of our planet's ecosystem. Stay up to date on, there's speakers and detailed agenda? Shut up. Okay, because this is brought to us by the Food and Agriculture Organizations of the United States. And they've got some cool bee stuff going on here. All right, World Bee Day 25. Africa honey production has highest global growth rate. All right, good job, Africa. 5 reasons pollinators are better for one's health. Look at this. This is pretty cool. I have some bee facts for you, which are pretty cool. I've actually lined up some bee facts. Yeah, it's unbelievable. What? I'll show myself the door. What's up, Lynn? How you doing, brother? You still wear a life vest? You do not wear a life vest at 55. No, you don't. On this platform, she always talks about another great day saving the bees, and she manages to get the hive moved. And it's rad watching them. Going with my buddy Santos is a really, really cool thing. It truly is. They don't wear bee suits or anything like that. When Rob and I went, we were in a bee suit with him because I didn't want to get stung. I just watching them, just with their bare hands, just pulling out these entire like honeycombs and putting them in these little frame things and putting them in their new home. And they find that he's just looking and looking and looking and looking and looking, and like there's the queen bee, and they pull out their queen clip, and they reach in and they put the queen bee in the queen clip, and they put the queen into the little box there, and everybody just starts orderly fashion, just moving right on over there. What happens is one of the dudes sees the queen, goes and tells the rest of the crew with little wiggly butt, the queenie's over here. I'm going to shoot some pheromones your way. Queenie's over here. Don't worry about these guys here. And the smoke is just to mask the pheromones, the one pheromone that is released that says, go kill these dudes. Like every stinger you can, like it just let's go. All butts are in. Let's go. Let's attack this thing. So there might be the guard bees might be like shooting that pheromone out. Nobody can smell it. That's what the smoke is for. It's not to get them high. I always think about the Bee movie, which was entertaining to me. I thought it was. Queen Bee couldn't watch it because it was so inaccurate. I said it's a cartoon about talking bees, but okay, cool. Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld, Matthew Broderick. Actually, I thought it was entertaining. I really thought it was Rip Torn's in it. I thought it was a really good show. Show on Nature. You just saw a show on Nature last week. You have to be more specific than that, Lane. But anyway, so speaking of a little wiggly butt thing, the worker bees are females. The whole hive's run by chicks. Seriously, the dudes are there for one reason and one reason only. That's to get it with the queen. You know what I'm saying? Bow, bow, wow. I don't even know what that was. What wasn't even a song. Bow, bow, wow. What is not? Oh, about bees. Okay, buddy. Okay, now seriously. So anyway, the dudes do, and then they die. So not a bad gig. It's just like, okay, now I'm what? Am I supposed to be like, are we dating or what are we doing? Nope, I'm dead. That's perfect. Perfect for me. World Bee Day is today, and we're talking about fun facts about the bees. One thing I saw is temperature regulation. Bees do not like cold. They're not fans. When temperatures drop below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, the queen and worker bees form a ball to conserve heat, to generate more heat. They rapidly move their wings, and they shake and they shiver. The center of the ball will reach a consistent temperature between 90 and 100 degrees. Want to hear something else that's pretty damn freaky? That's how they kill the queen, too. Fun fact about bees, they're just instinctually, she's not popping out babies anymore. Bye-bye, queen. And they kill her by putting one of these death balls around, I'm not kidding, the death balls around the queen, stinging her, and making the temperature get up to about 140 degrees and cooking her alive. Damn. Thanks for your service. This is for the dude that knocked you up and just died. We're getting you back. Forget about black widows. Forget about praying mantises. Man, this is evil. Evil, evil, evil. Yeah, just move the hive. Yeah, and the bees move on. And that's the thing. Last high school campus I worked at, I had a hive of bees, really just resting while they moved hives. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the same with your D-backs, and yes, of course they beat the Dodgers. Of course they did. When the bees, Queen Bee and I were at the game, and those bees were doing nothing at all. And they hired Captain Exterminator guy to come absolutely kill a bunch of very productive bees that shouldn't have been killed. No, the hives are just what they are when they're just relocating places. I know you have every reason you can, of course, an ass whooping like that. Anyway, the bee thing is World Bee Day. Bees, when they find a new place and they got to look, we got to get the heck up out of here. So they send out, this is so amazing to me, the communication that these bees have, and they all communicate by flapping their wings and shaking their little butts. But they will find a spot. If they find a spot that's suitable for the hive, the bee will put pheromones in that spot, like just spray the crap out of it, and then head home and start doing a bee dance. In the bee dance, the longevity, the turn rate, all of that stuff gives them exact directions on how to get to this. Are you bleeping kidding me? Bees are the coolest things in the world. They really are. And I gotta tell you, honey is fantastic. If this is why you don't buy honey at Costco, you don't buy honey at Fry's, you don't do that. That's not honey from here. Oh, organic, whatever. You buy local honey, go to a farmer's market or whatever, or go to I Say Bees. He sells a bunch of honey. And local honey is important because, especially for us West Siders, he's a West Side guy, does a lot of work out here in the West Side. And West Side. And he that pollen is local pollen. You're ingesting that and building an immunity to the pollen in the area. And it helps with your allergies. I'm not kidding. No, here we can't talk about baseball. We can talk about baseball. It's our dang show. Yeah, I don't know why. Just right before the month or two into the season, our entire pitching staff reports to hospice for the love of grief every single year. Love of God, it's embarrassing. Anyway, I wonder why our pitching coach blew his arm out when he was a Cub, and now he's teaching everyone else how to blow their arms out. Anyway, moving on. It is Bee Day. Let's get to some more fun facts about the bees. Shall we? The queen bee releases her own distinct pheromone called the QMP, the queen mandibular, pheromone. QMP for the cool kids. Every bee colony has its own distinct scent. How about that? Honeybees are not aggressive, but how about this? Bee venom is more deadly than cobra venom. Aha! Now I got your attention, right? But it would take 3,800 bee stings to kill the average human male. Other than the queen, all bees. Did you know that all bees poop outside the hive? There's no bathroom. There's no facilities. They all go to the bathroom outside, except for the queen. Queen's busy. Queen's just shooting out eggs. Queen's just doing a thing. Yeah. What's the farm for the honey here? Go to a suntan honey farm, like suntan, not santan, suntan honey farms. Let me pull it up here. And pull my man Santos. We're talking about bees, and I got this late in the game from suntan honey farm right here. All right, LLC. All right, there we go. There it is, and I will now share the screen. And there we go. Okay. Share it. There we have it right there. There we go. I think he's got like CBD honey and all that stuff like that. He's got some CBD honey. And there's the I haven't seen that picture. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh, that's great. And that's with a little Breaking Bad picture, which I think is one of the cool things in the world. So there's the number down there, and it's suntan honey farms at gmail.com if you want to get to them. But the website is thehoneymancan.com. And if you just give them a call, they'll tell you where they're at. They're usually setting up shop at different places too. Yeah. And they have some really cool, honey, like the spicy stuff, the habanero stuff too. Oh yeah. A little spicy, a little sweet. Fantastic, right? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and his name's Santos, and just tell him that that Mike and Becky sent you, and he'll tell you, of course, he'll always take good care of you. Good dude. My man. He's got the beehive tattoos. He's all in, man. He's all in. His brother, and his cousin or his brother, one of somebody's family, makes custom hats too. Really, really cool stuff. Oh, pigs only go to the bathroom in one corner of their pen as well. Really? You wouldn't think pigs would even give a rat's about that. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get some more bee facts here. This is thank you for appreciate that, Len. The worker bees in the hive whose job is that of an undertaker, removing bees that didn't make it outside the hive before dying. How about that? Ants have their own little morgue, essentially. They have a room where they put all the dead ants in. Dead ant. Honeybees do sleep. Holy cow, I did not know this. When they sleep, how deeply and how long depends on their age in the role within the hive. Holy mackerel. Foragers, which hit about 50 to 100 flowers a day, they typically sleep at night, and they sleep more deeply than their hive workers, and or known as house bees. Oh, that's politically correct. Foragers are typically older bees, and their work takes place during the day. So the cool thing is, what I learned on a bee extraction was that you leave the bee box, the new bee box, you leave it right there. Not beat box, bee box. You leave it right where it is, right next to where the hive was, like it's under a water meter or something like that. You leave it right there, and all of the forager bees are going to come back before the sun goes down. So you got to wait till they come back, and they're going to go right to the queen. They're not going to go to their old spot. They're going to go right to the queen, where the queen is. They're going to get in there, and then the next morning they come swoop it up, and then away they go, making a bunch of honey for all of us to have. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. He might make candles. I don't know. I have no idea if he does or not. I guess I should know. But I don't eat a lot of honey, and I should eat. I don't eat sugar, so I should eat a lot of honey. But I don't. All right, let's get to some more let's bee fun facts here. All right. New facts. Oh, there's new facts. Honeybees do not store water within the hive. Instead, a group of specialized foragers collect it on an as-needed basis. Holy crap. So that's probably why they're in the pool. Aha! When bees fly, the rapid flapping of the wing builds up a positive static electric charge, which attracts the negatively charged pollen grains. Are you bleeping kidding me? Wow. Okay, this is pretty cool. All right, facts about queenies. Let's get to the queenies, right? Queen bees are created by constantly fed royal jelly, a milky substance secreted by a gland found in the worker bee's head. All bee larvae, workers, drones, and queens, are initially fed it, but workers and drone larvae stop getting the jelly after 3 days, while the queen bee larvae are fed through the entire larval period. Wow, they just picked the queenie, huh? When a queen bee dies, the hive is ready to swarm. The worker bees will raise a number of queens. When they hatch, they fight with each other. The winningest succeeds by stinging all of their rivals to death. It's like the hive Hunger Games. This is too cool. Why do we not know this? Why do we not get this information? This is way too cool. So there's a bunch of queens that are hatched after Queenie gets. So a bunch of queens are hatched. That's how nice this is when the queen dies. Even though the queen doesn't die, the queen is killed. All the queens. So anyway, all the queens are hatched, and then it's fight to the death. Oh, bees are awesome. Holy cow, I did not know this. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm getting this with you. Queen bees lay between 2,000 and 3,000 eggs per day. Mama working overtime. Wow. Holy cow. Okay, when it's time to mate, virgin queens leave the hive and fly to the drone congregation area, the DCA. They're playing little Barry White in there. Yeah. A place where drones have assembled. Drones attempt to mate with the queen during her flight. They're trying to get it on when she's just trying to go to the DCA. And each one that successfully mates with her dies in a few hours. Yeah. The queen's mating flights happen several times, with the queen mating with up to 40 males. Whoa, 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 whoa. You floozy. 40 males per flight, usually averaging around 10 to 20. When she completes her last flight, she never mates again, but her eggs are fertilized for the rest of her life. Wow. Queens lay an egg every 43 seconds. And they don't stop. They go like 24/7. Wow. All right. Well, I would say happy World Bee Day, huh? Okay, let's see. Worker bees are 75% genetically related to each other. Well, aren't they all kind of? It's a bunch of inbreeding, like the royal family. With such genetic connections, worker bees are called super sisters. Oh, how fun is that? The role of worker bees change with their age. They start cleaning the honeycomb cells to prepare them for eggs or food storage. Then they move up to waste removal, nectar processing, and feeding the brood. When their wax gland becomes active in their second week as adult bees, they build and repair comb. From week 2 or 3, they take on guard duties. After 3 weeks, their wax glands shrink, and then they move out of the hive and spend the rest of their lives foraging food and water. This is, and I know we're out of time, but damn, how cool is that, man? Wow. Wow, that is absolutely crazy. Yeah, bees, who knew? All right. Well, I guess I'll try to post all these bee facts. Thanks, bestbees.com. Well done. Well done there. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, right. Let's get it on. All right. I am so glad you sent me this story too, Rhonda. Thank you. If you guys have information, always send it to me. Some stuff y'all want to talk about, whatever. Heading out to Game and Fish a little bit later, and we are getting ready for this Hall of Fame induction banquet, which is going to be happening on August 23rd at the Peak, the Point Hilton over at the Peak. So you guys want to check it out? Check it out. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. This has been the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Have a great day.